Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you? I am Patrick Jordan. I am your host tonight, and you are watching Alone Together Pittsburgh. That's right, we are coming at you with episode 94 of Alone Together Pittsburgh. We have been streaming it to you for, I believe, 29 weeks. Dave, is this week 29? He's not the best color man in the business for nothing, folks. Thank you, Dave Mansueto, for always being my wingman. We are here. We are doing it. This is how it goes. We've been at this. If it's your first time watching us, welcome. Thank you for welcoming us into your homes and mobile devices. We started the show as a way to keep a sense of community going in these kind of crazy times. And we said we were going to keep doing it till we're back to 100%. And when we started, we thought that would be like, a month, maybe 2 months would be like the way to go after a 2-week lockdown. But it turned out that we were wrong about the way things were going to break down. So we are still here. We are doing it. And we thank you for joining us. We have a fantastic show lined up for you tonight. Anna Hollis is going to be here from Amachi Pittsburgh. And Kate Romane with everyone's favorite Thursday night segment. We're gonna find out what Kate ate. That's right. Every week, Kate goes to some takeout spots to give us a little her expert review on what's going on, also to let you know who's open, who's doing things, and what's going on in these crazy COVID times. But we also have a couple of pieces of housekeeping that we talk about on the show every night just to let you know, to keep you up to speed. Below me, ticking below the screen there, is our Venmo. It is @TogetherPGH. If you feel that have the means and you want to kick in a couple of bucks for the show, the money goes directly to the artists involved in the show each night. So we thank you, even if it's $1, $2, $5. We know donor fatigue is going on right now. If you can spare it, please send it on over and we will make sure it goes to the right place. That's one thing. We also have a PayPal account. If you're not set up for Venmo, you can go to togetherpgh.com and find all the information you need on how to donate a couple bucks to the show. So we thank you in advance for that. Also, we do a little something on the show each night called the Engine House 25 Winery Jagoff Poll. That's right. It's brought to you by Engine House 25 Winery. If you've never been there, they are right there where the Strip District meets Lawrenceville on Penn, right in Doughboy Square. If you go to EH25 as their website, you can see the fantastic variety of wines they have. They have 8 or 9 different reds and blends. They also have Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, and a Rosé. So get on that. And if you tell them that you found out about them from Alone Together Pittsburgh, you will receive $5 off per bottle. Not per case, per bottle, $5 off. They're doing free limited delivery in the Pittsburgh area, and they also do curbside. So if you want to buy in advance and go pick it up, I highly recommend the Zin. It's always good. The Cab, all the blends you will not be disappointed. The grapes come from Napa, Chile, and everywhere in between, all hand pressed and made in Lawrenceville. So go to eh25.com. But what they are sponsoring is getting epic, right? We've been doing this since March when March Madness got shut down. It is a bracket poll, battle royale, all things Pittsburgh. It is not a negative or derogatory way we're using the word jagoff either. It is a term of endearment the way we're doing it. So we are weeding our way down. We are in the Sweet 16 right now, okay? Dave, just tell them about the overnight poll. It was epic.
Cookie table versus Mr. Yuck. How do you decide? Patrick, what would you do?
I got to tell you, I love them both, but I'm going to go with the cookie table because it is so uniquely a Pittsburgh institution. It may have gone viral everywhere since. There might be cookie tables at weddings in Panama, for all I know. But the cookie table from Pittsburgh and the sentiment behind it. Plus, there was a lot of people who had a visceral reaction to it when I posted the poll results today and when we announced it last night. So I'm going to go that way, but it's a close second.
I'm a yuck man myself. Let's see how it turned out. Oh, 52% cookie table, 48% Mr. Yuck. Mr. Yuck has fallen. Suck on this, Mr. Yuck. Have a cookie with your cry balls.
That's a lot of votes too. Oh my goodness! And it got posted late because there was a little glitch. Little heads up for anyone. If we tell you to go to togetherpgh.com/vote, which is where you do our overnight polls, hit the refresh button on the page if you don't see the next day's poll. It's a thing with the system we use. Also, we do not have anything to do with the sponsored ads that are on the pages for the polls. So if you see some crazy stuff on there that you think, that doesn't make sense.
It's the system.
It's the system. All right. So that was the overnight poll, which is a big one. But we have something else going on here, which is the in-show poll. All right. This is something that only you, okay, Dave, take it.
Do you like records, old man? Well, then you know this one's for you. It's the Attic versus Jerry Records. Basically, which one smells more like farts? I don't know. I don't use records. I like computers. But whatever, that's me. The Attic versus Jerry Records. Have at it before they're gone.
All right, there it is. Get your voting on right now. Now, only you can vote on this, folks. That is right. Only you. The people who are listening to the show on our podcast-only, audio-only version of the show, which you can find out where you get your podcast, they can only listen to it, but they cannot vote.
Jerry's up 6-0 already.
I think Pete's leaning Jerry's. Jeremiah Dixon bought a Ninja blender tonight. Sherry Goldstein, fun. How's it going, Sherry? How you doing? I want you to come on the show, Sherry. And I want another tour. I want the finished product when it's ready. Let me know. That's okay. Patrick Jordan also likes his carbs. That's good. That's good. And it looks like Jeremiah was into Mr. Yuck. Sorry about that. Didn't want to let things slide, guys. Didn't want to let your comments go by. All right. So we've got a great show lined up for you tonight. A couple of things though. Before we start. The COVID numbers are kind of yo-yoing around Allegheny County. There are ups and downs from 120 to 40 to 70 and everywhere in between. We got to stay on this, everybody. And next week, Sherry, deal. Stay on this. Keep wearing your mask. Keep social distancing. I know it's a political season. But remember, wearing your mask and keeping people safe is not a political choice. It's a human choice. So wear your mask if you're out there. Remember to keep social distancing. If you go into a restaurant or bar that is nice enough to be open, right, you don't have to accost people for telling them to put your mask on. If you go into a grocery store, don't be a jag. Just put on a mask. And I always go back to what Bruce Springsteen would say.
Put on a fucking mask.
I mean, Bruce Springsteen said so. Now he gets to swear on the show. I do not. That's kind of a thing that we have with our sponsors. But moving on right now, you might hear my daughter on occasion hollering in from the other room. So that's it. So that's all. Something else. I mean, there's stuff going on right now, and with this political climate, everybody just kind of keep your bearings. Remember what's going on. Don't go for the okie doke. Don't fall for this. The one thing that I have a zero tolerance policy for is racism, and what's been kind of bubbling up basically every day for forever. But right now it's kind of at a fever pitch, and I don't want it to get any worse. But that's one thing that I don't tolerate. So if you're into dog whistles and things like that, or dog bullhorns, I don't want anything to do with you. So as these things go on right now, there's really no place for you on this show or in my city. So or anywhere else for that matter. So let's remember that. Pete, you got anything? Dave, you got anything else? Anything fun?
You were able to do it, and you're not even on national television, Patrick. You're just on our little show, but you were able to do it. But our president couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to go there. There's a lot more white supremacist literature has been being circulated in our parks in the city right now, which I'm not really excited about. I'm not going to give name to it, but that was named for the last 48 hours in the news. And it's pissing me off. It's where nieces and nephews play, and it's just pissing me off, like more so than normal.
As it should.
But anyway, enough about that. Let me ask you a question, Pete. While I got you here, are you feeling Jerry's or the Attic?
I'm partial to Jerry's personally, but
Is it because of the sheer volume at Jerry's, or is it Jerry's own personality?
Ooh, good one. I don't really know Jerry.
You've seen him there, though, right?
He's not there anymore.
There he is, right there. There he is. Look, on the bottom left corner of your GIF. There's a cutout.
You like that little Photoshop I did there?
Yeah, you were very good. You're very good. Your work is very good.
No, I like Jerry's. I mean, the Attic's great too. I just don't really go there very often. So
I got to be honest. I really only usually went to Jerry's, and I'm big. I was big on vinyl for a while there. I haven't bought a new record. Actually, I got one new record in the last couple of years because everything's just been audio because of the insanity of it. That my daughter would break the thing anyway. But I got the vinyl version of Joe Grishecki's the re-release of the Iron City House Rockers "Have a Good Time But Get Out Alive" record, and it sounds really good. So I would recommend picking up that piece of vinyl, that 40-year-old piece of vinyl that just had a re-release. Free plug for Joe. There you go. He's got a music video out right now that I wish we could show on the thing without Facebook shutting us down.
Yeah,
I talked to him today. He can't even show the video on his Facebook page.
Yeah,
and Facebook shuts down. It's his song,
right?
and he's trying to call people, and they're calling and emailing, and no one writes them back. Anyway,
world's a mess. World's a mess.
The world is a mess. But
both Jerry's and the Attic are both world-renowned record stores. People know them all over the world. Come digging here all the time. So it's going to be a close one tonight.
And if you don't know, Pete Spinda is also Pandemic Pete, one of the finest.
I don't play records though.
Well, I know, but you God damn it! I was trying to plug you. You're just so modest. I was just trying to plug.
I'm retired, man. I'm retired.
Why? Because you picked the greatest name for this time ever, Pandemic Pete. Everyone's gonna love you. They're just gonna flock to your shows.
December was my last party, and I was gonna take most of 2020 off, and COVID shut down my venues. So
all of hardcore shut down your venues, like on a permanent tip.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get through this. We could talk about
squirrel
this.
Cage is under now, man. It's
that kind of broke my heart. The squirrel cage, Brillo box, the Rex. It's a
Howlers.
Howlers.
I mean, I don't really.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Howlers was open. Yeah. Jerry
They closed the
Steps
BBT. They closed the 31st Street Pub. COVID is just.
Yeah, Tom, you're right. Those steps are a pain at Jerry's, which drives me. What's is crazy for me though, and I want to get to our guests. But what drives me wild about Jerry's, what is the mass of the structural integrity of that building. It's on the second floor, and literally, if I put 15 records on my little IKEA shelf, but the IKEA shelf would fold. But how, like, could you land a plane? Is that for cars? There is so much tonnage.
The Army Corps of Engineers built that building.
Are you serious?
No, I don't know. I'm just making
I'm like, you actually know? Has somebody else thought about this?
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine how much it weighs.
Think about that. And
I usually avoid helping my friends who have a lot of records move because.
And there's yeah, right. And there's a sushi place right underneath it. I don't know if House of Chords. Look at that, Dave. Wow, you should write headlines if something catastrophic happens at that. I mean, if you've been to Jerry's Records in Squirrel Hill, folks, I mean, it is a lot of weight for those records. I mean, it's got to be multiple tons, and it's a big place. Anyway,
we're gonna get our team. We're gonna find out.
Get our team on this. If you're watching right now, get your Google on. Find out what's the structural integrity of that building on Murray and Squirrel Hill, because that is a question right now. I'll tell you what, you'll get a free bag of coffee from Red Start Roasters if you can come up with that before the show's over. And speaking of Red Start Roasters, they're a sponsor on our show tonight. Red Start Roasters. If you go to redstartroasters.com right now, use the coupon code TOGETHERPGH, you'll receive 10% off your order right now. And they're doing free delivery in Pittsburgh, and they have a brick and mortar store location that you can go into right there in the East End. Find out all the information at redstartroasters.com. All right. I think it's time to get this show rolling. Because Kate's eating takeout right now, and by the time we get to her on the show, she's going to be like Violet on the with Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. She's just going to be like totally blown up. You couldn't see my hands when I was making the Violet thing.
We all knew, Patrick. We all knew.
All right, thanks, buddy. So
I'm proud
anyway,
of you. I'm proud of you.
Without further ado, I want to bring out our first guest. And I'm very excited to have her on the show. She works for an organization that basically specializes in disrupting the school-to-prison pipeline through youth support, mentorship, and advocacy. Please welcome the Executive Director of Amachi Pittsburgh, Miss Anna Hollis.
Hi, Patrick.
Anna, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Of course.
All right. So first, before we get started, I mean, how's everything going?
Great.
You're great.
Yeah, things are going well. Considering,
Right.
It's a mixed bag.
Right.
A lot of the families that we serve are certainly being impacted by the pandemic. And that has only exacerbated, many of the challenges that they face as a result of having a loved one incarcerated anyway.
Right. So, I mean, tell us a little bit about Amachi. I just kind of touched on it there before we get into it.
Yeah, so we've been around since '03. Amachi actually is a Nigerian Igbo word that means who knows what God has brought us through this child. And it speaks to the inherent value that all children have and unlimited potential that all children have. And so what we do here is we focus on children who are impacted by parental incarceration. And we are really providing the support, the guidance, the tools that they need to break the intergenerational cycle of incarceration. And, as you mentioned, we provide that support through mentoring, through, family strengthening. And, we have a special program called Amachi Ambassadors for our high schoolers. And that's where they are learning how they can become champions of change themselves. And so it's an advocacy and leadership development curriculum that we teach throughout the year. They develop campaigns, and they essentially learn how to make change happen instead of just talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, so you guys continued the work once COVID hit. I mean, you guys kept working. Schools had to be closed. You guys had to get creative on how you had your outreach and everything. But I mean, COVID has affected so many people. We've had like almost 400 guests on this show since we started doing it, and it's insane to me. I mean, when you just don't even realize the trickle down of how many people are affected and how we're all affected by this.
Right. Absolutely.
So did you guys do a lot of things? Did you move to online? Did you have like FaceTime
We
stuff?
did. We had to pivot so quickly. We, all of our programming was in person, of course, like most organizations. And, the first thing we had to do was just get our team members set up to work remotely, and then really figure out how we could keep our mentors and youth connected virtually, and to deliver our programming. So, I mean, like most organizations, we moved over to this, online platform. And surprisingly, all of our kids just continue to participate, even through the end of the school year. And then over the summer, we ran summer programming. And I think that's because we already had, solid relationships established. So kids were really, I guess, wanting to stay connected, and that I thought that was a good sign.
And I mean, about how many kids do you work with on a regular basis?
It depends on the resources we have. So I'd say anywhere between 150 and 250 a year, children and their family members.
And I'm speaking of resources. You guys have a fundraiser coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were on and off and back on and back off, and now we're on again.
I can't even imagine it. I mean, fortunately, I went through it with the yo-yo thing for the first couple of months, and then I was just like, screw it, we're done. Like, we're just gonna go idle. For the stuff there, but
yeah, I thought with the civil unrest has been an eye opener for so many people, not just locally but globally. Unfortunately for us, it has been a way of life. Dealing with those, with structural racism and inequities that are pervasive throughout every single system in society. But I think what it did for me was it really impressed upon me the urgency and the need to continue. It wasn't a time to take a pause. It was time to keep moving and to really call our community together, to recognize, how youth are not just how youth are experiencing trauma and how they are experiencing racial inequities, but how they're overcoming them. And so that to me, we can talk all day long about the problems and the issues, and there's so many, it's overwhelming.
right.
And I think what gives us hope and what enables us to move forward is really focusing on solutions, right? And focusing on collaboration and community and unity and how we overcome. And so the purpose of our event is not just to raise money to continue this work, but it's really to inspire people and to inspire them by the stories, our success stories, that, the way that our youth are just so resilient and how they overcome and how they thrive every day, despite, so many obstacles, and just, odds stacked against them. It's tremendous. I think, when you have an opportunity to just sort of have a window inside the world of a family who is impacted by the criminal justice system, it's truly an eye opener.
Well, you're inspiring me right now with what you're saying right
What,
now.
you want a mentor?
Yeah. I don't know how good I'd be at it right now. But it's just unfortunately I'm lacking time right now.
Yeah, and you got a little one at home.
That's the reason I'm lacking time. I mean, this show is my this is my only time apart from the little one. But
We'll be
that's it.
around when she's
So the Amachi Hachi Pachi.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on with that? When's that happening? And how can people chime in?
It happens next Thursday. It's just a week away. So next Thursday, we'll be online on a Zoom live stream people can get tickets on our website, amachipgh.org.
Got it on there.
And when you purchase your tickets, we'll have your contact information, and then next Wednesday and Thursday, we'll send out the link for the event, and folks can sign in. We'll have just a small group that will be down at Slate. Our event planner is Alexis Allen. She's absolutely fabulous.
She's awesome.
She's awesome. And so we will be at her spot in the Strip, and so we'll just have a few activities there, but most of our guests will be signing in online via Zoom.
Okay, so I see electrifying entertainment.
Yeah.
What can people expect? You don't have to give it all if you want to save some surprises.
Yeah, so our theme is glow in the dark, and glow in the dark is really what I've been talking about. Like, despite so many challenging circumstances, seeing our youth thrive, helping our youth thrive, and we all have an opportunity to be positive and to support and encourage you despite the circumstances. So what we want our guests to do, in keeping with this theme, is to dress in, anything that glows in the dark. Get a black light, put it in your lamp, your ceiling light, whatever. see,
this is a great idea for Zoom or for online, anything like this, because people can do this, right? Yeah. They can this is a great idea.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much.
Everybody at home to glow in the dark. We're going to have a virtual photo booth. So I'm not a techie, but somehow or another people can submit their photos. And our special guest is Franco Harris. And so he's going to be judging the best photos.
Oh, geez.
There'll be prizes for, winners. And then we have WPXI as one of our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor is Super Bakery, which is Franco's company.
Oh, I know Super Bakery.
And we have 7 major sponsors who have just been so incredibly generous. And we're grateful for those: Oringer Arts, WPXI, Highmark, GTL, the Wilson Group, and Lally and Associates. So together, they are enabling us to put together a fantastic event. So we have youth performances. I can't tell you, but they're going to be off the chain.
All right.
And Amachi Youth are putting together a special presentation. We always feature something special that our own youth create. So that'll be an amazing presentation. And then we end the night with our signature silent disco.
Boom.
So typically, we have 3 DJs when we have an in-person event, and you can only hear the DJs through your headphones, but you can switch channels between the DJs, right? I love it.
I've been to the party. It's actually wild. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I love the way that when you're not wearing your headphone, you can hear people singing and everybody singing something different.
I picked it up. I mean, I forget who was DJ. It might have been Selecta, but I could tell who was on what channel.
Right.
At one thing by just every now and then, everyone at once would chime in on one line. Right. I'm like, oh, they're listening to that, and everybody's dancing to a different beat. It feels like me at a regular dance club where I'm just totally on a different beat of everybody else.
That's a good thing. Nobody knows if you're off beat when you're.
That's what it is. It's the only time I felt comfortable dancing in public. But that's awesome. So, all right. So I know when you guys said you pivoted hard, I know you've got some more stuff planned coming up after the Amachi Hachi Pachi.
Yeah.
You got a couple of things coming on.
Yeah, we are going to be busy all through the rest of the year. So when our event is finished, we'll be preparing for the launch of a documentary. We're a partner with WQED, in which we are featuring Black girls who have been adultified. And it's an interesting word. You don't really hear people talking about adultification, but it's essentially robbing Black girls of their innocence. And so when you look at the way that Black girls are treated in schools and in society, they are treated differently, and they are, there's a sort of that innocence that all children have, is, they're not viewed in that light, and so they're suspended more often. They are, referred to law enforcement, to the juvenile justice system more often than their white counterparts for this same behaviors. And so it's a huge problem nationally, and it's something that we want to bring to light in our community so people are educated about it and can do something about it. So that happens in November 12th, I think. And then in December, we have our annual holiday celebration, another event that would be in person, but not.
Online again.
And that's when we just bring all of our families and our mentors and everybody together to just celebrate, and then we have our toy distribution, which is so fun. That's my favorite part.
How are you going to pull that off? Are you going to
So this year we have probably about 6 different organizations who have already contacted us and are going to be delivering gifts to our kids' homes this year. So we're going to we'll be doing a collection, and we'll, get information out about that. So we'll be collecting toys and gifts for our families, doing gift wrapping. There's all kinds of volunteer opportunities. And then everybody gets to play Santa Claus and, drop off these special packages at home for
That's
kids.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Anna Hollis, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Thank you for everything that you're doing, and I'm so grateful to have Amachi in Pittsburgh. So
Thank
thanks
you.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for coming on the show and talking with us. And if Greg ever wants to come on and talk about what's going on at the Oranger Building, you let him know.
Greg always wants to talk about the Oranger Building, and I can tell you what he would say. He's here, right?
Okay.
He would tell you that on this Saturday, there's a tour, right, at the Oranger Arts Building.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Braddock.
640 Braddock Avenue.
640 Braddock Avenue.
Okay, you cannot miss it. It's right there. It's the tallest building in Braddock on Braddock Avenue. If you go to Braddock, it is an amazing arts building. Greg was on probably, I don't know if it was a couple months or a couple of days ago when he was last on the show to talk about it. All the colors are bleeding into one. But go check this out. They're looking for artists. It is subsidized artist housing. Seriously, get on that. Be our neighbor.
Yeah.
Check that out. Well, Anna, thank you so much. And everybody check out the Hachi Pachi.
See you next Thursday.
All right. Thanks, Anna. Take it easy. All right. And that's true. Amachi is such an amazing organization. And we had to get the plug in for the Oranger Building. So fantastic. Dave, now would be a great time to check in with you to see what's going on with the voting for the poll tonight. Oh my God, Jerry's is destroying it. Dave, can I kick? Go ahead.
Jerry's winning
Okay.
greatly, bigly, hugely.
Okay. All right. So Jerry's is where it's at, folks. You heard it here. All right. So Pete, anything to add? Good. Got the best color man in the business for this. They don't even turn off their mute button. All right. So before we bring out our next guest, which I'm very excited to find out what she did, she might have gone on a smorgasbord spree. I hate to make her wait any longer because I know she's eating like a triple pastrami sandwich or something right now. But I want to tell you about another sponsor that we have here, Farm to Table Pittsburgh. That's right. Farm to Table Pittsburgh. Aaron Hart usually comes on the show once a week. They're a fantastic new sponsor of ours on the show. Buy fresh, buy local. FarmToTablePA.com is the website. It is the mushroom season. They wanted to let you know that. To chime in, check it out. Go to the website, find out where local farmers markets are, find out how you can eat fresh and eat local and help the economy and your body at the same time. Go to FarmToTablePA.com. Dave goes to a farmer's market every weekend. Dave, does it excite you at the farmer's market? How do you feel about farmer's markets, Dave?
I love it. I can't get enough of it. It's great. I never felt so safe. I never felt so taken care of. If only the United States of America ran so smoothly. Seriously, every week, Lawrenceville Farmers Market. Incredible. Best best food, best fun. It's good to see people with masks on, but at a nice, safe distance. And the food, ooh la la.
Check it out. Ooh la la. You heard it here, folks. FarmToTablePA.com. You can find out what I just told you and everything else. And like I said before, it's mushroom season. So get ready for it, folks. Now's the time to get moving on the mushrooms. If you're hiking and you see some crazy mushrooms, better to take a picture, ask somebody what it is before you take it and cook it, or you just eat it, because there's different things that you could find. You don't want to find out the wrong mushrooms. But that said, now it's time for our favorite Thursday night segment. Chef Kate Romane tells us what Kate ate.
Yes.
Good, Kate.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next week. No, I'm kidding. What's going on? Are you what's happening there? What is it? You are seriously, what is it? What are you eating right now?
My hot pastrami sandwich, second one of the day.
From where?
From my own kitchen.
Oh my goodness. You're a chef that eats her own cooking. That's how you know it's
Oh my
good.
God. I've been craving it, and I can't stop.
I love pastrami.
Okay.
I love pastrami.
I love pastrami.
I never usually get it. I mean, I get it when I'm at a restaurant or I'm doing takeout, but I never like go to the grocery store and be like 2 pounds of pastrami. I don't know why.
Good.
I should.
Let
I
me ask
definitely
you,
should.
when you get a pastrami sandwich, how do you get it?
Oh,
What do you
geez.
put on your pastrami sandwich?
I mean, mustard.
That's it?
I'll do it with mustard. I could do. Literally, you can dress it up. Lettuce is always good on any sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Totally.
can name a sandwich without lettuce. So I'll do lettuce. I mean, if you got some onions, maybe. You know what I mean?
You're speaking my language.
All right, you
Speak
got some
my
onions.
language.
Put that on there. Mustard is the pastrami of choice. I think I tried mayonnaise once. Wasn't thrilled. Wasn't sad.
Thank you.
But
Oh my God.
wasn't like disappointed. But I was just kind of like, this doesn't have the vibe that I'm after.
It mellows out the mustard. Like, you want the mustard, right?
Yeah.
You need the mustard to be mustard on that sandwich. And if you put mayonnaise in there, it's just like, you can't hear the mustard.
Yeah, I hear you. What is there anything else you would add to a pastrami sandwich? Are you like
I'm like-
tomato?
No.
Yeah,
I'm like an old school hot pastrami, deli mustard, onion, rye bread.
Yeah, that's it. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's ambrosia. That's heaven.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
delicious. I'm glad
Yeah.
I didn't know if you didn't know what that.
I'm good with the words.
You're good with the words. I know words. I read.
I know those words.
I read. Okay, so that's it on pastrami. But there was something else I wanted to ask you. It was on a sidetrack. Okay, the ideal. What's your favorite sandwich? Just in general, like sandwich.
I mean, I think we talked. I love, my favorite, the Thin
Don't say a
Man
hamburger.
sandwich.
Oh, the Thin Man sandwich. Yeah, okay.
The
yeah.
Thin Man sandwich. Like, that
Okay.
thing it's legendary. With
Okay.
I don't know how they make that chicken liver mousse, but that was pretty.
All right.
It
So
made
you-
it. Anyway,
Okay. So
that's a good sandwich. How about you?
I don't know, man. I like my sandwich from somewhere. I'm like my favorite sandwich to eat. I don't know. Like seriously, I'll go through moods where I'll go like straight old school. I want to be 6 years old with 2 pieces of Town Talk, some ham and mayonnaise, and maybe throw a pickle or 2 on it. And I'm like, oh, this is so great. And like by the end of it, the bread is basically congealed, and I'm happy. Like on occasion, that's a sandwich. But I mean, a turkey sandwich, everything's a good sandwich. Ham, turkey, pastrami. I like capicola.
I love a capicola and egg.
I was just talking to somebody. They were talking about a permane sandwich or something, and trying to compare the Pittsburgher versus just about anything else. And I say, you don't want to get the Pittsburgher because you could have the pastrami, you could have the cap and cheese with an egg. Like if you're gonna do it, do it.
All the way.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point? There's no such thing as halfway crooks when it comes to sandwiches.
This town is blown up. I feel like everybody's.
Pepper
making
just said
sandwiches.
hi, Aunt Romaine.
Oh my God, I love you.
Just
Pepper
happened
Jordan.
There you have it there.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
They seem in the booth. Dave seems to think I like Denny's Moon over Miami. I think Tom wants to know if your name is a nom de plume or it's like your real given name, Romane.
It is.
Gotcha.
There is no I in my real name.
Fried bologna on white bread with mayonnaise came in. That's a killer sandwich.
Yes,
Hey,
I'm
literally,
also-
if you're watching here, what's your favorite sandwich? Chime in on the comments. Let us know. Go ahead. Kate.
I'm also a Mancini bread
Mm-hmm.
with mortadella. Nothing
Ooh,
else.
God, that's a killer sandwich right there. Because the thing is, that's a killer sandwich because it's like if let's say you're at like a party and there's like some stuff laid out, right? There's like some bread, there's some cheese, there's some crackers, you got some mortadella over here. You're gonna do little ones, right? But if you're done. One-stop shopping. It's like, did you ever see Back to School when Rodney Dangerfield goes to the appetizer table and just hollows out a loaf of bread, throws everything in it, and does that? That's a dream.
Yeah.
That's a dream for me. But anyway, okay. So, meantime, apparently Dave Mansueto grew up on fried bologna and mayonnaise sandwiches.
Fried bologna was awesome.
Bologna. Okay, so this is good. I mean, sandwiches, like. Instead of putting out a sandwich shop that does gourmet sandwiches, right? What if somebody just came out and did like basics, like classics, right? Like just straight down. I mean, I'm sure grocery stores do that, right? Like that's what they do at the grocery store counter and stuff. But like to have that as an option on a lunch menu for something takeout, but like using Mancini's, using something like that. Even I like a Breadworks bread sandwich. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Me too.
Yeah. So
people more and more we're seeing a lot. I mean, I'm seeing everybody's making sandwiches. It's one of the reasons why I was like, I need a pastrami sandwich. Everybody's got this picture.
Tom's thinking roast beef on sourdough.
Do you put horseradish on that? Oh yeah, you do.
Tom, I'm sure you put horseradish on that. Am I wrong?
Maybe some mayonnaise on that guy.
Donna's thinking of Reuben. I love a Reuben. I love a Rachel. I love sandwiches.
I love a Rachel.
I love sandwiches. I'm just a big I'm sorry if this is not entertaining for people at home who are wanting to know where Kate went for takeout right now.
We're talking Sandos.
Braunschweiger, raw onion, firm to light rye, cold meatloaf, ketchup, onion on Italian. My gosh, she does like her sandwiches. Cold meatloaf with ketchup. What's your thought on ketchup as a condiment?
So I was just talking about this earlier. It's not my number one. That is where I would ask mayonnaise to join the party and make a better condiment out of ketchup. Mix it up and make that little pink.
Tom says yes to the homemade horseradish.
Good move, Tom.
So is the special sauce just ketchup, mayonnaise, and Thousand Island dressing? Is that what a special sauce is?
I think so.
I mean,
that's what my guess is.
Has McDonald's been holding that over our heads for years?
Yeah, they keep making you second guess. Paprika.
And a lot of sugar, apparently.
Yeah.
Lots of sugar in that to keep you wanting more.
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay, so you've been watching Sandwich Talk with Kate and Patrick.
Sandos.
That's right. They call me part-time Jordan apparently in the booth right now. And Top Kate. So that's how it goes. All right, so let's get rolling here. Let's talk about some of the places you went, and we can chit chat on the other side.
Got mustard on my finger, Patrick. I got mustard on my finger. Hold on.
It's good. Better that than like if you had taken a bite and it just kind of like went. You know what I mean? If you were just like kind of talking, I'd have Dave zoom in on you. Actually, make the full page on Kate.
No, we don't need to do that.
Let's just see if she has any type of mustard, anything there, anything in her teeth. No, okay, we're good. All right, okay, we're good. You look good. You look good, Kate.
Okay. Thanks,
you look
guys.
like Tony Robbins good. So anyway, where'd you go this week?
Oh no, did I?
No, you're fine.
Okay, so all right, this is where else I went to eat. I got key ramen because it is ramen season as well as mushroom season. Because it's starting to get cold. I did the Grubhub. I did. I know that's okay. It's better to go in, but I was feeling late, and I wanted somebody to bring some soup to my house. Look, there it is.
It's there though. You know what I mean? I have Grubhubbed before.
Grubhubbed, and you have to tip those drivers because they're out there. And there's a lot of people getting delivery right now, and yes, they take some money from the restaurants, but you know, there's people making a living off driving food, so that's great. And what I did was I found that like if you're gonna do this, just go big. Like, order enough food for the whole week. Like, so I ordered ramen, and I'll eat it for a week. Just go.
You're like, I ate that for a week. I don't want people to think of a week. For a week. 7 days.
For
7
a
days.
week. Yeah. And like they keep the broth separate so that you can, do it when you need to. It was great. It was obviously delicious.
Obviously. I love is it Kai or Ki ramen? Anyway.
I know.
It's delicious either way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Back in the day, that was like grocery shopping. I would buy 3 pizzas if that was the deal from like whatever pizza place was delivering, and that was the food for the week. I mean, it was just always in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
You're covered.
spend it at once. And I drank a little sea quench with it. It was delicious.
What sea wench? What
sea quench?
Sea wench? What's sea quench?
Sea quench. It's some beer beverage. I bet Dave knows better than I do.
Is it like a White Claw?
Patrick.
It's dogfish.
Thank you.
I was just trying to get Pete out from under his rock.
Thank
You
you.
dare speak of beer, Patrick? I will vanquish you. All right, so go on. So sea quench looks delicious.
It was great.
Okay, great. Okay, what? So was this your only stop for the week?
No, that's it. Oh, and so then I ate at a friend got
Oh, that looks good.
the junk burger from Lock and Dam, which I had no idea what a gem this place is. It's delicious. There it is.
Okay, I know exactly where that is by the zoo. All right, I think I've gotten a sundae from there, but I've never gotten a burger or fries or a hot dog from there.
Also got a hot dog, but there's a junkyard burger, something. Oh my God.
Tell me you took a picture of it unwrapped.
Nope. I just like that it just said junk.
It looks like you got a bagel with junk on it. I mean, how do I know what's in that sandwich? Okay, the junk burger. Okay, this is big. This is big because there might be a line out the door from this place, from this review. So tell me more.
I don't know. I pass it all the time, right? Like E Squared was really close to it. I pass it on my way to work, to and from the strip. I don't think anything. And I didn't know and it's a little gem. It was delicious. And like, you know how everybody's like squishing their burgers right now? Like everybody's making squish burger.
Smash burger. Yeah.
Smash burger. They've already been doing it. They literally have it on Lock and Dam.
They have it on Lock and Don.
I've been waiting for that.
Okay, you got it. Lock and Don. So this place is right across the Highland Park Bridge, folks.
There you go.
Oh, look at this. Dave even found a picture. Okay, I'm down.
They
That looks good. Smushed. And that's a mayonnaise. It looks like we got some tomatoes in there, some pickles. Yeah, I want one right now. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, this is exciting. I will be stopping there. Okay, so when you went in, did you call ahead and order, or did you go in, order, and wait?
I didn't go.
Okay, you got it
This
delivered?
was a surprise attack. My friend Emma showed up. This was so good. Hi, Pepper.
Aunt Romane says hi.
Did you hear that one?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God. Dude.
I'm sorry, she's adorable. But
So
all right.
cute. The crown picture over the weekend, sorry.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
okay.
crazy.
It's okay. I'll text you some other ones. But moving on. Tell me more about this burger. Okay, so
It was good. And
so you were sneak
milkshake.
attack. How was a sneak attack? What is a sneak attack?
It
You
was
said
like, I'm bringing Lock and Dam to your house with a milkshake.
Did whoever pick that up for you, did they call ahead? I'm just trying to let people know.
No,
like,
I
what's
think
the
they
best way to
just
do this.
showed up and ordered it.
Okay. That's cool. So that's just like functioning regular style, but it's all takeout.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
think that there's like, obviously I hope they're monitoring the amount of people that they let in at a time and all this stuff.
Look, we got hot dogs. We got hot dogs wrapped, looks like wrapped in bacon and mac and cheese. Is that bacon with more bacon?
It looks like, I don't know what's going on there. It looks like granola, but it's probably not.
I'm going to pass on the granola. But it is, what's funny is there's a straight view of the Lock and the Dam right there on the river, right under the Highland Park Bridge there.
And I think there's like one of those little lookout things.
Oh, well, that's cool too. All right.
Cool.
Ambiance. It's a date spot.
Who knew?
Okay.
So I ate that. It was so good. And I also this morning grabbed a bunch of melees from Colangelo's in the Strip, which is right next to La Prima on 21st Street.
Oh, Colangelo's, that's awesome.
It's one of my favorite spots, and I haven't been in there since everything shut down. So I got to talk to Denise, and they're totally still functioning. It's super safe in there.
It's all takeout, right? I mean,
It's
it's
all
takeout anyway.
takeout.
Yeah.
You can have 2 at a time, but it's worth it. It's so good.
What's your melees? What's your go-to?
I'm stuck between the apricot and the raspberry, but they have Nutella on there now, which I never had. And so I had to get one of each.
Almond
Or 2 of
melee.
each.
The almond melee's bomb.
The almond and the apple was always
The apple's
classic.
Like, it's classic. It's classic. The ones you said, I love the melees there. I just started missing them right when you started talking about it because I forgot about them. I ate those every day.
I know. Same. When I worked in the strip, it was like I was always there, or I'd grab a piece of pizza in the morning. I was there a little too early for the pizza, but I did find out that they
put that good basil on the pizza too.
Yeah.
It's just overlooked by, you know what I mean?
And they're just the nicest. They're so nice in there. But
so kind.
They're doing their own delivery. So you can order lunch. Yeah, you can order lunch, and Gage Colangelo is going to deliver you.
How far do they go?
I have no idea, but I'm going to order lunch delivered. I'm Mr.
I'll tell you what.
Colangelo.
Let me know when you do it. And are you going to be at the shop when you do it? Okay, let me know when you do it, and I'll piggyback on the order to see if they'll do it. And because your place is like literally 2 blocks from my house.
Yeah.
And I will come pick it up from where they drop it off.
We should do it. Which I think they do a muffaletta sandwich. Speaking of sandwich.
Holy cow.
You know the one where they like squish it all down?
I know. Yeah, I know that sandwich. I know what muffaletta is. I read. Kate, I know. I'm sorry. This is amazing. You had a great week. Was there any more?
I'm trying to think. I made a really killer. What else did I eat? Wait, I ate something else. Shit, I don't remember.
Did Snacks eat anything?
Oh yeah, we made a killer steak and 6-minute egg hard-boiled sandwich together with sardine salad on it, and it was bomb. And he was really excited.
Was there any pictures?
I think so. Did I send them over? Do you want to see one?
I think one came over. I don't know, Dave. I don't know if it came
He's
over.
been a little shy guy, this weekend. But
that's okay.
Oh, there he is.
Gotta have our snacks. What's that sandwich right there? What is that?
It's the steak. I have grilled steak. I have mayonnaise.
That's okay. Oh, that's a question. Let's just pause this for 1 second before we talk about this since Dave zoomed in. What we got? Little tiny pickles.
Little tiny, yeah. And then on top of this, I put a little romaine lettuce salad that had sardines in it. It was good.
I was gonna say, is that a sardine? Yeah.
It was good. Look at that guy.
Look at that guy. That's the winner right there. What are you poking him in the head for? You just pulling back the skin? What's going on there?
It's just like he's got this little crevasse thing that you need to like clean out every once in a while, right between the nose. Oh, there's Denise.
Denise says, "Hey."
Hey, Denise. Those melees are so good. Thank you so much.
Oh, 3-mile radius.
Awesome.
Okay.
I think we're good. I think we might be in the zone.
What if Denise? What if we just like load up like 5 orders? Would you go 3.5 miles if we're on the outskirts? Is that 3 miles? It's going to be. We're on the bubble.
We're going to be close.
We're on the bubble. Maybe we can meet them halfway.
Yeah.
We can drive like 3, or we could just go to the strip because it's not a big deal. But
it's really good. I used to stop in there for lunch all the time, and the meatball hoagie. Oh my god, everything's so good there. Anyway, that's what I ate. I went on really long tonight.
Okay, no, it's okay. We got time for it. But I got to ask you one more question before we start to wrap up.
Yeah.
Okay. There's mayonnaise over here, right? And then there's Miracle Whip over here, right? And I feel like that's almost like a Hunt's Heinz thing, like because the way I was raised, Hellman's was mayonnaise and Miracle Whip was salad dressing.
Yeah, they're completely different products used for different things.
Right. Okay, good.
In my opinion.
I agree with your opinion, but I wanted your professional opinion on the matter.
Like, I hate it when people put them together, like as if they are not, they can work together, but they are not the same product at all.
Denise said she might go that extra half mile if we load up a good sized order.
I think we can do that, Matt.
Okay, all right. Let's make it happen. I mean, I'll call it in, and I'll use your philosophy of ordering all your food for a week. It's like having your groceries delivered.
A week.
But everything was already put together. Those melees are amazing.
Yeah,
All right.
they're so good.
So, do you have any idea where you're going to go next week? Or are you still like playing it by ear?
I don't. I really want to try the. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, you should tell me.
Okay, but
I'm ready.
I know Pete's in.
I'm running out of spots.
Pete's in on the order too, so we're gonna load up, Denise. We're gonna get crazy.
Oh, you know what I did order is the Bitter Ends hoagie on Friday night.
Oh yeah.
She's doing a classic hoagie and a funnel cake, a fucking funnel cake. So I'm gonna get fat on that, and it's gonna be good.
I can't tell you what. I'm very proud of you for maintaining your figure. During since we brought you on the show to eat your face off, eat your face. That was all. That should have been the name of your thing instead of what K8. It's like eat your face off with Kate Romane. Like that's going to be the new thing there. Check that out. We got Colangelo's. The website is up on the screen right there. So everybody get in on that before we buy it all. Fantastic. So Kate, thank you for eating with us tonight and going nonstop. Where do you fall on Jerry's versus the Attic? Because you might be one of the deciding votes here.
I'm on Jerry's.
I'm on Team Jerry too.
You know what I didn't do? Cookie table.
Oh, you did not vote for the cookie table?
No.
Question.
I didn't have a cookie table at my wedding either. So I'm just saying, like, the idea of the cookie table. Pete's got a question.
I mean, the cookie table and I have a love-hate relationship, but right now...
I can imagine from a catering point of view, it would be a love-hate relationship, right? I can't even imagine it. Having been involved with, like, helping out people with certain weddings or, like, family members or being in wedding parties and stuff like that, it's insane, the cookie table. And the fact that it used to be, like, five aunts, whatever, making some cookies and putting them out there. It's turned into like 37 people, and there's a name tag for each dozen across the thing, and that's me and Van Damme in our singlets when we see the cookie table. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, everybody brings their container, and you got to bring it back to them. What the hell?
Oh yeah, the container, to bring it back. It's gotten out of hold. And then caterers, there are caterers that were like, instead of having other people make the cookie table, why don't we just make the cookie table for you? We'll just make all your cookies for you. So now like the caterers along with the wedding is offering the thing. It's the idea of I'm talking like the cookie table might have peaked in like 1985, right?
No, it was like this. It's always, they just keep getting bigger. People are like, a couple people are going to bring cookies, and then you need like the whole staff has to manage the cookie table.
I love when it gets competitive and it's like, did you see? No one's eating her cookies. They're eating my cookies. Like
exactly it.
It's a whole
real nasty about it. Like
And then like some people will hoard the cookies and like take all like basically take like you get your own plate and then the to-go boxes. Then you take all the to-go boxes and all
like
that.
The event hasn't even started yet and they're already like filling up their to-go boxes.
They're eyeing up the cookie table. It's like they're just like stocking out for the.
But I have to say, if Pittsburgh were to be in competition with any other city in the world for cookie competition, we would win. Because in all of the cookie tables we've had, there have been some delicious cookies out there. Like those little pecan sandy things.
You like anything that aren't Girl Scout cookies?
No, they're like this like mini pecan pie. They're like in every.
I like pecan sandy and maybe what is that, like a town talk or tag along? I really love these tag-alongs you get once a year. And what a trifle.
Really thin mint cookie?
A very thin mint cookie. I believe it's a thin
really
mint. What is it? The trifle and what's the trefoil? What's the other one? I forget. Anyway,
trefoil.
What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? While we're into Poland. Anyway, did you have another question, Peter? Or were you talking cookie table?
I actually had a serious question. I don't know what do you use salad dressing for? Like you're talking about mayonnaise and salad dressing and the difference. Like what is the purpose of salad dressing? I've never.
You put it on your salad on your lettuce.
No. You're talking like Miracle Whip, Oh,
that's a salad dressing. So you take a dollop of that and put it on your salad.
Really?
And mix that shit up.
Or your ham salad. Put that in your
ham salad.
So it's for like ham salad.
Or
tuna salad?
Could be any salad, really.
You could.
It's got that tangy thing I'm not into. I'll take Hellman's any day.
But I never thought about like putting it on top of lettuce and eating it that way. Like
there's always tomorrow.
Maybe.
Plop.
The way things are
Oh
going.
my God! Just see Pete just eating.
I'm just gonna have a can of Miracle Whip tomorrow.
Oh my God! Pete will just be on the show, just
Oh my
eating
God.
Miracle Whip. You know what? You guys were right. I never realized this is delicious. Macaroni salad. There you go, Donna. Coming in.
Yeah,
There
macaroni
you go.
salad. It's good with that.
Okay.
Put a lot of mayonnaise this summer. So
But do you like mix it up and use the Miracle Whip, the salad dressing, as opposed to the mayonnaise for like? Because I always thought you used like mayonnaise for like tuna or like macaroni salad.
I believe
salad.
I believe
Yeah.
you do. I think that Miracle Whip was specifically made for salad dressing, and then when they pivoted and just changed their branding with the same product and started selling it for X, like Z. Like, so if you were trying to they were trying to make this heart pill to try to help with your heart rate and everything for like people who had heart conditions, and it ended up giving you an erection. So now that's why we have Viagra. So it was a mistake.
So Miracle Whip did that?
Miracle Whip gives you an erection.
damn, man.
Pete, I need you to go and start. I forgot to tell you, we solved the problem. I want you to
Miracle
go
Whip.
because if you want to turn your special someone on, I would use a gallon
Miracle
of
Whip.
Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip.
Eat half of it, and then go a little 9.5 weeks on it.
All right.
Forgive me if I don't shake hands.
Perfect timing, Dave. That's my favorite clip. Well, I think that might mean it's time to wrap things up, unless Kate's got an idea of where she's going next week.
No. I
Good.
have no
Okay.
idea.
So let's call the winner.
Salem's Burger. Get the Salem's Burger.
Oh yeah,
Oh
you said
shit!
that
I gotta
again.
do that. Yeah. Damn.
All right.
Anywhere
Well,
else? You guys think?
we could talk to Colangelo's and see if they'll just throw the burger on with the. I'm just kidding. All right. The Attic got another vote. Dave, tell us what happened.
It's over. Go home, Attic. It's Jerry's world now. Suck it.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
Jerry's world. So Jerry ran with it. But I have to say, we've got a big overnight poll for you for tomorrow. The Jag-Off is going to keep getting bigger each week. It is all winners. Everyone has won at least 2 or 3 rounds that you're going to be seeing now. We are in the Sweet 16. This is it. Home team. It's a big one. Dave, tell them what it is.
Not only is the man a first-rate class athlete of Olympiad status, but he also makes pizza. Protein pizza. When you bite into it, it's like biting into it like a man that has died and has been laid out for centuries, and he crusts away, and as you sneeze, his body particulate matter sprays into the air like a million fairies, like blowing a dandelion in the wind. We're talking then the man, the legend, the myth. Oh, not that. Not talking about Jerry, talking about Kurt Angle. That's right, Kurt Angle, the man that makes a onesie look sexy. Sexy. Look at him go. He's a man. He makes pizza, puts powder on top of that pizza. Tonight he's going against Yins. I don't think Yins stands a chance. Yins, the word, the Pittsburgh word, base level stuff. You know what I mean? Kurt Angle, he is next level. He is next level pizza. He'll twist your arm and stick that pizza in your mouth. You're gonna love it. The protein's gonna make you spike your testosterone's going through the goddamn roof. Kurt Angle and his pizza is coming to town, and he's gonna rip your head off and shove his goddamn pizza down your throat. Yins don't stand a goddamn chance when Kurt Angle takes over Pittsburgh.
He keeps on raising the bar. Literally the last 2 weeks, it's been frigging amazing. I don't know who I want to win, but
Wow.
but this is iconic. It can't be built up any more than it is right now. But Yins is an iconic Pittsburgh word, and Kurt Angle is an iconic Pittsburgh athlete. I mean, iconic. I mean, he is up there with he should probably be close to the Mount Rushmore.
He beat Bruno. He
He beat Bruno, and who else did he steamrolled the second one too? Who did he go up against? It's on the homepage, Pete, on the bracket thing. If you go to it,
You're asking me to go to it now?
Yeah, if you want to. We were talking. I'll do it. Hold on. No, I'll do it.
Anyway.
It's not coming up for me.
I didn't even know who that was until I moved to Pittsburgh. Probably only like.
Okay, so Kurt Angle
still don't know.
Won a wrestling championship at every level possible. Won a gold medal with a broken neck, and it was amazing. And then he got himself involved.
He took a photo with Dave Mansueto.
I was going to say Dave.
That's when he made it. That's when he made it. When he got that picture with Dave. When Dave agreed to take that picture with him. And if you show that picture one more time, Dave, look at Dave puffing out his chest. Dave's like saying like, you want to know? I'm one of them. And that's where he got it. And he was. And you heard it tonight. So Kurt Angle slayed. Kurt Angle is the single biggest vote getter in the Jagoff poll so far. So
no way.
Yeah, it is. Kurt Angle.
What about Rick Seaback?
Kurt got more than Rick. I guess. Kurt, I mean, there's wrestling.
He body slammed
and all that
Rick
stuff.
Seaback.
He hasn't gone up against him, but he hasn't gone up against him yet. Rick's still alive, right? Rick is on this poll.
I'm betting. I think Rick's gonna beat.
Win it all, because I'm telling you, Rick, there is a chance if Kurt Angle can defeat Yins, there is a chance that Rick has to go through either Sally Wiggin, Rick Seaback, Fat Mandy, and two others.
That's
One of them, I think there's two others. I don't know off the top of my head. So the Jagoff poll is what's up. It's happening, folks. Okay, I'm in there too. So me and Batman is in there too. I guarantee you, I will lose.
Oh, yeah.
God, that's sexy. I got to start wearing my pants up high with a cardigan. You know,
grow that beard back.
Well, what's funny is when Bill Doyle was on, the locations guy and the producer of the show, when he came on for Holt's birthday, he was like, you know, Patrick, it's great that you brought your own wardrobe. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Bill. Thanks. But that was in my librarian days in the 70s. Almost foiled the BTK killer. Rick Seaback is my homeboy.
Yes.
All right, that's a fine T-shirt. If anyone can find a graphic for that. All right, Denise, thanks for watching. We will be seeing you soon. That's it. So the vote is on. We're wrapping up. Tomorrow's show is going to be great. Natalie Besavenga's got a killer 5 minutes with. Dave Bracey's going to be here, and some other special guests. Do we know who they are yet, Pete?
Nope.
Great special guests that will blow your mind. Secret guests, like, you know, it's only October, but you know, Secret Santas are coming. Oh, we got a puppy. Well,
buddy.
I think this is the time of night. Then we let the fine Sally Wiggins send us home.
When I walk out and there's someone without a mask and they come too close to me, I'm just racked with fear, and then I want to punch them in the face.
She's right. She gets better every time we show it.
We should have her back on. See if she'll come on tomorrow.
Well, let's see. I mean, she's going to be in the poll in a couple of days. You know, but so maybe we should wait till she can battle it out for her own supremacy. Think about it. So anyway, on behalf of everyone here, thank you so much. Stick together. Stay apart. Socially distance. Keep wearing your masks. Keep your head. Don't let this stuff go and get you down. And remember, Pete, you got anything else? Black Lives Matter. All right, so thank you all for watching. We'll be back tomorrow for episode 95. Episode 95 is tomorrow. We'll be back with more fun animal videos and more fun in general. Thank you all. Take care of each other. Try to stay sane. Tip your waiters, tip your takeout people, and we love you.
Tip.
You love me, Put on a fucking mask.
Forgive me if I don't shake hands.